Mr. Hammarberg, in your capacity as Council of Europe Commissioner for Human Rights, you've visited many countries. We'd like to know whether you've observed any shortcomings that exist where children remain unprotected from being sexually abused.
There are still shortcomings. For instance, when it comes to the many children who are still in institutions of various kinds, some of them orphans, some are disabled, some are just coming from dysfunctional families, and the protection of children in those institutions is not sufficient still, and we know that there are child abuse against children in those institutions now and then. The problem is even wider because many of the abuses take place in the families themselves, and there we have a tendency of a taboo. People don't want to talk about it. It's not reported. And I think there is a need to ensure that personnel who see the signs of sexual abuse, like teachers, health personnel, social workers and those, police even, that they report on what they've seen so that there is a possibility to protect the individual children. So we have things to do in order to protect children still.
In your opinion, what can the network of contact parliamentarians do in their work to promote signature and ratification of the Lanzarote Convention?
There could be a lobby group in the various nations within the Council of Europe to pursue and push for the understanding about the seriousness of this problem, that it will grow. We have in the Council of Europe a convention to protect children against sexual abuse, and this should be ratified, sort of agreed to by all member states. Not even half of them have done that so far. And that would be a first step also to secure that the law is strong in protection of children in that situation. So there is a lot to do for this network, and I'm very glad that it has been created. It's a good step.
You have so often emphasised the importance of education, of knowing one's own rights, which is particularly vital in preventing violations of human rights of children. How else can we raise awareness in general for the prevention of sexual violence against children?
I think there are a couple of things which should be emphasized. One is that all the personnel dealing with children should be well informed about the risks here and see the signs, be able to listen to children and when they begin to talk, because coming out on this is very painful for children who have been abused, and you need really to be a good listener to see what's behind. Secondly, we should also educate or give information to children themselves. I think ordinary competent sex education in the schools is very important, because children should know and have a more clear picture of the dangers and the risks so that they could identify that at an early stage. So that's important. Then I think the media should cover this and also both report on abuse, which we know about, but also deal with this problem in this sensitive manner that is important in order to protect the victims, but create an awareness in society so that everyone is on the watch to protect children who may be very lonely in their situation when abused.
Thank you. So we still have a lot left to do, I think, in
Yes,
every domain.
We do have, and I think we have only began to scratch on this problem, the surface of it. I think there's unfortunately much hidden in this still. It's probably one of the most widespread human rights violations we have today.
Thank you very much for your time.